Good morning, guys. I am doing a video on do it yourself in the kitchen. I'm going to show you what to do when you have to clean out your refrigerator to preserve your food. Now, you see this junk refrigerator, right? I keep all my meats on the top shelf, all of my leftover meats, because the top shelf is the coolest in your refrigerator. The door has been cleaned. I'm not eating butter right now, but I'm using, like, if I want some spread, I'll buy spread. So the spread of the week that I have is this one right here, Philadelphia. And I put that on my breads, my pancakes, my whatever, to give it a little sweetness and a good taste. Now, if you want to get the other one I like, is Flushman's bread, but I'm gonna get it at the store and I'm gonna show it to you. But I haven't used that lately. I think it has a little bit of oil in it. But I got this Philadelphia cream cheese and blueberries. Look at what's inside of your spreads that you're gonna use on your waffles or your pancakes. I don't use syrup anymore. This is my door. My door, I'm gonna keep my sauces, my waters, something to keep the refrigerator fresh, my broths at the bottom. Now, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a help here. If you have something like meat, for instance, I bought, this is falling over, it's so sunny. I bought, over the holidays, something called Johnsonville's, this stuff right here, sausage strips. The way you do with this to store it, because you might not want to cook it right now for breakfast. Like today I'm fasting, right? So I'm not eating. But tomorrow I'm going to cook us breakfast. When I cook breakfast, I normally cook 4. We get like 2 a piece. I put them in the oven and I bake them so the oil comes out, and then I smash them to get even more oil. What you do to preserve this, because we bought this on the holiday, it's probably getting old. You take a piece of wax paper like this. Simple wax paper that you get at the Dollar Tree or anywhere. Costs about $1. Take your wax paper. This is how you preserve any meat that's getting old. You put it in that wax paper, right? And you simply roll it up in the paper like this. Because when you go to the butcher, all they do is put wax paper in between the meat. So once you get the wax paper in between the meat, you fold it on each end. Because all you're doing to preserve something is keeping the air out of it. So you're going to fold it on each end, right? That's your bacon, your sausage strip. Then get you one of these Ziploc bags. I keep these in the house because food go old. See what I'm saying? This is what I got in my refrigerator. You can put them in bowls. You can put them in the pantry. This is leftover oats. We're going to eat them, but we're not going to eat them right now. You take your meat and you put it right in your Ziploc bag like that. And it's going to save you some money because the meat isn't going to go bad. And when you want to cook that breakfast, you have enough for 2 people for one breakfast. And you can do this when you buy your meats too. And I have like 2 breakfasts here of preserved meat. And I'm just gonna put my meat on the top shelf because that's where I put it. Put my meat up here to keep it cool. I'm not gonna put it in the freezer. These are meats I can cook. This is some leftover ham that I found in the refrigerator. You see how I put it in there? So my son wants a sandwich or grab it, he can get it. It's leftover ham. This is some leftover pepperoni. I'm gonna keep it in the bag it came in. But I can make a pizza with it, you know, I make my own pizza. Now I haven't cleaned the second shelf, but I have put the leftover salad in a Ziploc. You have to Ziploc your things or else they're not gonna survive. I also have these breads. What I find neat about the waffle is it has a thing where it can take the papers in, so it's automatically saving itself, which is good. This is my son. He bites out of oranges, right? But oranges are good to keep around. This is my onion. See, you Ziploc everything. Now, onions, I normally just throw down here. Over here, I have some kale I bought, and it's Ziploc, but it seems like it might be going bad. And I have a tomato down here that has to get eaten. So things that I know that I have to eat, I want to pull up because I want to make something with that. Pull it from down here to up here, my second shelf. So basically this whole shelf is okay. I'm gonna put his little oranges up here in case he want to eat it. Okay. So, and I had some leftover cornbread here. It's basically gone. We've been kind of breaking off of it. We had about 2 cornbreads for the holiday, but that's gone. That's over with. So I'm putting these here. This is an apple. He's gonna probably eat that. Another thing I have, which is great, I have some cheese left over. I have this one, and I have some more somewhere. Let's see what this is. This is some bread that I Ziplocked like a couple of weeks ago. You see that bread is still good? I Ziplocked this maybe about 2 weeks ago. I keep my breads in a Ziploc because if you want to take them out, eat them, whatever, you know, they've been Ziplocked, they good. But if it's just sitting out, it's going to get moldy. You know, you can even freeze bread. So this is the salad I made yesterday. I don't know what's going on with it, but I had made tacos yesterday. It's still good. You know, for one day. Tonight, I'm probably going to throw this salad out. You know, if somebody want to eat this, they can still eat this. It's still good. Sad to say my son's going to be eating his leftover dinner. I put it right on this. I just warmed it up. And he's got meat and shells in this skillet here. And he's got the food from yesterday. See, I'm not throwing out food because food is expensive now. So you stick a plate in the refrigerator at night, your mom is going to sit it on the stove and say, you come in here looking for something to eat, eat that. Eat what you had last night. It's still food. You know, it's not the newest food of the day. No breakfast being cooked today. There's no eggs or anything here to eat with that bacon. So breakfast will get cooked tomorrow. But I'm going to say eat that because I'm not eating it today. Now this shelf is the shelf that I really need to clean the most. This third shelf right here. This was a fruit salad I made. It's got gelatin or something in it. He hasn't eaten this, but I'll probably throw it out tonight if he don't eat it. This is going out. I'm probably gonna have to throw that popcorn out because we're not supposed to have popcorn in the refrigerator. Oh, these are my other cheeses I told you I had if I want to make pizza. I got y'all. I got the cheese, and this is a leftover shell. We're not throwing anything away. We're keeping our little crusty shells of bread and everything because I can make stuff with that. So it's just my other leftover cheese. I got a lot of leftover cheeses. I sometimes just put them right up on the top shelf with the cold items because cheeses can go bad too if you don't eat them. So the only shelf I have left is this. I'm gonna do this shelf here, and in this shelf I have a big pot of leftover collards and kale green that I know is old. So I'm gonna wipe that out and clean it. But when I get through with this shelf, I'll be done with my refrigerator. All right, guys, talk to you later.